For an amazing man, just yet maybe 25 more comedians, just fucking stay still. I'm buying everybody a shot of Crown in this place. All right! On DJ Faye back there. And really, all right. So we're just gonna keep this going. Are you ready for another gentleman on stage? Because I fucking am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mr. Jonathan Reaves. Get the fuck up here. Hi.
So I am a single uncle of 3 as of right now, and I love being single. Except you're bored a lot when you're single. You know, I don't hear my friends with kids saying they're bored because they have stuff to do with their kids, which is why I like being an uncle, because I get to rent a kid from time to time. Because there's childish things out there I still like to do, but I can't do as a 27-year-old single man by myself without looking creepy. Like, I want to go to the arcade for 8 hours in the mall, eat a bunch of, sour candy and play the arcade for 8 hours, but I can't do that by myself. But when I have my nephew, it's fine. Like, I want to go feed ducks. 27-year-old single John can't go out there and feed ducks. But if I got my nephew, loaf of bread, it's a day, right? And I love hanging out with my nephew. He's a cool-ass little 12-year-old. Real cool. He said the funniest thing last time I was hanging out with him. Swear to God. He brings his cat in from outside. And it's cold, so he's a nice kid. He brings his cat in. And he's playing with it for 10 minutes. And I asked him, I was like, hey, Matt, is that cat a boy or a girl? He goes, well, I don't know, Uncle Johnny. So I was like, hey, well, check. And he goes, how am I supposed to check? I was like, it's easy. You just lift up his tail and look. So he does. He's a little kid. And he's looking at this cat for a solid minute, just confused, has no clue what he's looking at. So I asked him, I was like, well, Matt, is it a boy or a girl? He goes, Uncle Johnny, I don't know what this thing is, but it's got 2 buttholes. So I do comedy, and when I tell people I do comedy, they always say the same thing. They're like, tell me a joke. I don't do that to other people when I ask them what they do. I'm not talking to a guy. I'm like, hey buddy, what do you do for a living? I'm a mechanic. Oh yeah, cool man, why don't you change that tire? Oh yeah, I just want to see how good you are at your fucking job. No, but being a young comic and a college student means I'm poor. Well, there's another college student in here, I guess. But it sucks to be poor, and everybody knows the main reasons it sucks to be poor. You can't pay your bills, you can't go out as much, whatever. But to me, it's those little things about being poor that just drive me crazy. Like, I always have to find stuff around the house to use outside its original intent. Like, I always use computer paper as a paper towel. Oh. And yeah, paper cuts on the face, hot pockets, it's terrible, it's just bad news. And I can never afford a full bar of soap when I'm broke. I always just have a little bit, I gotta scrape out the soap dish. Do you have any idea how long it takes to shower with just 1 finger worth of soap? It takes a long time. But I can never seem to afford coffee filters and toilet paper in the same week. Like last week I had to use toilet paper as a coffee filter, This week I have coffee filters. Again, with the paper cuts. I'm also lazy, which might explain why I'm kind of poor, but sometimes I get so lazy I make more work for myself, which doesn't make any sense, I know. Like when I cook something to eat, and I go to grab a fork and there's not a clean fork, instead of just washing a fork, which takes 30 seconds, I'll look around the kitchen and the house for 10 minutes for anything else to use besides, having to go clean a fork. Like, so I just walk around the kitchen like, I know I got a plastic fork from KFC somewhere around this fucking place. No, but the only time I'm not lazy is when I'm cooking something in the microwave. So I set the microwave for 3 minutes, and I go around the house and see how much shit I can get done in that 3 minutes, and then get back to the microwave before it hits 1 second and dings, because nobody likes the ding of a microwave. So I'm down here from Oxnard tonight. It's a paradise. No, it's Oxnard. I live by nice neighborhoods, but the neighborhood I live in is just ghetto. It's like half a step up from a halfway house. It's very bad. And this when I first moved in, this is when I realized I lived in a bad neighborhood. Because when you live in a nice neighborhood and people pull up in the morning to pick their friends up for work, they honk the horn. Not in my neighborhood. They just roll up, roll the window down, just ooh, ooh. Some guy walks out of the middle lane like ooh. It's great on Halloween though, because the people can't afford real nice costumes there, so they have to improvise. And they have to make up costumes in their house because they're poor. So last Halloween was the funniest costume I ever seen, swear to God. This little kid, he's walking up to the door, I seen him, and he had this little white sheet draped over him. He had some blood stains, some holes cut out for the eyes. So I knew what he was, but I want to be nice, so I asked him. I was like, hey little kid, what are you supposed to be? He looks up at me, he goes, my mom's mattress. So here's one more. We got this guy in my neighborhood. He's got Tourette's. I don't give a fuck what you say. That shit is funny. People with Tourette's walking around cussing, just or whatever they do. But it got me thinking: has there been Tourette's around as long as there's been human beings? Like in the caveman times when everyone was chiseling like antelope and buffalo on the wall, there's got to be one dude with Tourette's just chiseling nonsense and cuss words. Just making no sense. Or like Egyptian times, like there's got to be one guy walking around that pyramid speaking hieroglyphs like bird, stick man, fucking other shit. I don't speak hieroglyphs. It's not my native language. All right, that's it for me. Take care of y'all.
Giving over Jonathan Reaves. Yes. Okay, we're just gonna keep this shit moving along. We're almost done, people. Just bear with us. Bear with us.